So today I tried to do sort of the Foxy eye trend that's going around right now. The whole idea of it is to get that like look, you know, like the like. So stick around if you're interested in trying to recreate this makeup look. So I'm going to start by just pinning back my hair. I like to do it kind of loose so that it doesn't get any creases or dries weird because I just showered. I'm going to do that on both sides. I'm going to start with the Can't Stop Won't Stop primer from NYX. I've only tested this before because I wanted to test if it was fungal acne safe, and according to folliculitis-scout.com, it is. It's really thick. When I tried it on my chest the other day, just right here as a patch test, it seemed to do fine. It didn't seem to cause any breakouts. I'm going to start by just dotting this all over the place so it's an even application. So right off the bat, I'm not really sure if this is pilling because of the moisturizer I put on, or if it's just because of how thick it is. I usually use the Oh It's So Simple moisturizer from Krave Beauty because it claims to be fungal safe, but maybe it's the Exelderm, which is kind of a newer antifungal topical solution. But this one's like really thick, like really thick. I don't really know if I liked that. I'm gonna wipe all of the pilling off. I don't know if that's gonna help at all. That was kind of gross. I usually like to put some primer on my eyes because even though I'm gonna put eyeshadow primer down later, I really think it helps the makeup stay and just have everything look way smoother. Yeah, I definitely don't think I like the way this feels. I'm thinking it is the moisturizer or something because the other night when I put it on my chest to test it, it didn't do this because I don't put the moisturizer or the Exelderm solution on my face. Today I'm actually going to use this Revlon Candid concealer in the shade Fair as a foundation because I'm having a really hard time finding a foundation I actually like. Folliculitis Scout also says this is fine. Because I am having fungal acne breakouts right now, I'm going to put this on the back of my hand just so it doesn't spread, and I would seriously recommend that if you're having fungal acne problems, just to put it on the back of your hand and use a sponge. Let's see. I like to bring it up on my eyes because even though I'm going to put eyeshadow primer down also, I think it just seems to blend nicer. And using this Jeffree Star JS7 brush, I will say when I'm looking up close at my eyebrows, where I laid down that concealer foundation, it's really bumpy, but I feel like it really brings out texture in your skin. I might have to try this foundation again with that squalene oil mixed into my moisturizer and maybe a different primer. Next I'm going to use the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Frame and Set Eyebrow Pomade in the shade Light Brown. I'm going to dip this in. I don't know how people do their brows with this kind of brush because even though it's thin, like it's still thicker than a brow hair, but here we go. Honestly, I think the reason my brows are so full is because of quarantine, because I literally haven't done them at all. I'm gonna finish off with the Benefit 24-Hour Brow Setter. Next, I'm gonna use the Revolution Pro Eye Elements in the color Core. It's kind of a nude color. I've never really used a nude color eyeshadow primer because I feel like it's just gonna turn my eyeshadows yellow. Honestly, this color isn't that bad. So far, it seems to be doing good other than kind of being dry. I'm gonna go into my eyeshadow look and I'm gonna use the iconic London Data Slay palette. I got this in a BoxyCharm and I don't subscribe to BoxyCharm anymore. I'm gonna take the Morphe M33 brush, dip into Marshmallow here. It's just a matte kind of cream shade. And I like to have like a shade pretty close close to my skin color, like a little bit lighter. Like I think this is a little too light, but that's okay. And I just like to put this up near my brow bone, like my brow bone and up, to set that primer, the eyeshadow primer, which in this case I don't think I really needed to, just because of how dry it was. I'm gonna use the M506 brush. I'm gonna dip into Ultimate Tan here. I kind of want to focus this on the outer portion of the eye, so like mid-eye out to the corner, and then a tiny bit into the crease. Brush not in my crease, but like up so it's touching my brow bone. And I'm not gonna bring that all the way in yet. I am gonna go in later with a fluffy brush and kind of diffuse it more so it does connect a little bit. I'm gonna take that M330 brush again and kind of just diffuse what I just did. Step, but I think I'm gonna go in to Deep Soul with that same brush, just lightly. I'm actually gonna use the Colourpop I Think I Love You palette, which I don't think they sell anymore, but I'm gonna use this black shade. And with this, we wanna go really close to the lash line. Next, I'm gonna do In the Nude mixed with Marshmallow on the JS7 brush, which is just a flat little packer brush, because I kind of want to still have something in this corner, kind of brighten it up. So I'm going back in with that 506 brush and kind of just patting it. I'm also going to bring that Ultimate Tan a little bit deeper in here. So this, I'm going way above my actual crease so that it looks a little bit more open. I don't usually tightline, but I am going to tightline today with the Rimmel London ScandalEyes eyeliner. I'm going to go in with the Maybelline Master Precise All Day Liquid Liner. I'm going to do it, basically just follow the line that I did with the black eyeshadow from the Colourpop palette. So that didn't perform exactly how I wanted it to. The eyeliner works really well like on my hand, but I think it's because of how dry my eyelids are with all the products I used before. It did not go how I wanted. Next, I'm going to go into my concealer. I'm going to use the Benefit Cakeless Concealer in the shade 1. I am going to put this on the back of my hands. So when I am doing concealer under my eyes, I actually like to push down so that my sponge creates like a flat line. This dries really fast, but I feel like that helps like fix all the mistakes you might have done. Next, I'm going to go in with some individual Ardelle Faux Mink lashes. I don't usually use lashes. Like I think the last time I used lashes was in like 10th grade. But it's supposed to help with that elongated feeling. So I'm going to take one of the longer ones because there's 3 sizes. Next, I'm going to go in with that same eyeliner I used earlier. And what we're going to do is, to further the illusion, we're going to draw tail on the inside, and we're actually going to point it slightly down. probably isn't my go-to look, but I think it's cute nonetheless. I'm gonna finish up my face. I'm just gonna go into Morphe Warm Master Palette, and I'm gonna use the shades Sweet and Goals. I'm gonna go into this Becca highlighter in Moonstone. I will say that despite this foundation being so dry and the concealer and everything not working exactly how I wanted it to work, the blush and highlighter aren't going on too patchy or anything. You can see the texture a little bit more, but it's not that bad. I'm gonna finish this look off with a lip. I'm gonna go into the LA Girl Perfect Precision lip liner in Bare. If I kept it like this, I could look like I'm from the 90s. Next, I'm gonna go in with the Colourpop lipstick in Hades. It's from their Disney Villain collection. I like these cream lipsticks because I feel like they're so nice and they never get sticky or like cracked and gross. So this is a little oranger than I thought it was. Totally didn't plan this, but I'm going into the Disney designer lipstick in Ariel because I feel like even though it's still a nude, it's a little less orange. I am gonna top this with a little bit of a gloss. I'm gonna go into the iconic London lip plumping gloss in Lovestruck. So if you didn't think that your lips were intense enough at the time, now they're more intense. I'm gonna do this to kind of get rid of any weirdness that those clips might have caused. And this is the final look. So, because this look is Foxy, I went and put on a Foxy top. You like my squeaky chair? It only started doing that like a week ago. Who knows why? But it does. So if I'm moving,